Hi, this is Mr. Roche for the Orange Group here, and we have a situation where we can't get to see our picture. We're trying to animate, and our picture doesn't show up. That's what it sort of looks like. That's not good. We want to get our picture to show up. Okay, we've done a lot of work on this. One, we have a main. We set up a frame. In the frame, we set up some dimensions about the frame. We set a color. We set the layout to null, which we were psyched about. And then we call this really big constructor for a Flappy image character. We set an initial location at 0, 0. We send it part of the frame title because the images have this kind of title. We send it the other part of the frame. One thing to notice too is that my animation speed is like at 0.04 seconds per GIF, I guess. You have to make sure that your frame title is matches, because I noticed like Lucy's had 0.03, so make sure that you have the right number here. I'm having 12 frames because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 frames. I'm going to animate it at 50 milliseconds, and right now I'm going to have no scale, and we're not really using these things right now, but that's it. We have this add banana, and we think we're good, and we run it, and nothing shows up, but look down here. There's no errors, there's no problems. It should actually work. So what's the problem? Actually, the problem is that the J-frame itself is like super tiny. It hasn't been like dimensioned at all. So we want to do that actually, and if we do that, I think it'll work. I tried it on Lucy's and it actually worked. Here's what you do. Okay, so what has to happen is that once you load the frame, this happens in image character, okay, which is a JPanel. Once you load the JPanel, or the image in the JPanel, you actually know how big the image is, okay? If you just go out and get one and look at it. And we have actually a couple of variables for this. We have C width and C height. We actually need this because we're going to need this later to, to make it bounce and stuff like that. So I'm going to make a thing. This is back up in the constructor, right? This is our clean constructor where we took all the load image stuff and kind of offloaded it. There's C width, and we're going to do also C height. Okay, and they're basically going to equal this. Okay, we know that the images are in pick list if you get this far. Okay, we know from Code Academy if you go get 0, it'll get the first picture. If you go get the width of it, you know how big it is. Boom. Okay, same thing for get height. Okay, so there we go, and then I think what you do is just go like this. Go this dot set set size C width C height. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to run it. I just tested, so it's going to work. But here we go. Ready? Okay, so I added this one little bit of code in the constructor of flap image character. So it's part of this constructor here, and I'm going to run it. And ta-da! There we go. Okay, so what's going on is that my GIF picture is so big, it's like humongous. That's why I want this scale function, which we're gonna like kind of do. But there it is. It shows up. Okay, so that's great. And what we're gonna do is we'll get this done, and then we'll try to make a loop for this for next class. Bye.